All right, folks, today a three-judge panel heard arguments from Anthropic and the Justice Department over the Pentagon supply chain risk designation. Now, many market observers are actually saying Anthropic might be the key. That might be the prize IPO of the summer. So the question is, what happens if they lose this case? I'm going to bring in my next guest, who is bullish on AI infrastructure and the fourth industrial revolution. Joining me now is Brendan Ahern, CIO of KraneShares. So listen, I know you got a large bet on Anthropic. It's in your portfolio. Last week, they raised $30 billion at $900 billion valuation.
Yes.
3 months ago, it was $30 billion at $350 billion. I mean, this thing is growing rapidly, but how much could things change if they are blocked out of this U.S. Defense Department supply chain?
Yeah, certainly this is part of why we take this diversified approach in AGIX, that we want to prepare for the unexpected, but we think it's a lower probability based on what we've seen with their reaction to their Claude mythos, where you had really the Department of Treasury, you brought in Wall Street titans to really understand the power of that model, and we want that model here in the U.S. So we think that they'll find a way to balance this out, find a path forward.
Right, and they also let their partners in mythos actually now go ahead and distribute the risk. That was another big news item overnight, and I don't know if it was in conjunction with this, strategic or not, but it's to your point, it was used on day one of the Iran conflict. So I think ultimately we'd like to have them as part of this, although I don't know that they should be the ones calling the shot over the Defense Department. We'll find out how that works out. In the meantime, your other big private holding is SpaceX, and it's just the buzz keeps getting hotter and hotter and hotter. What's really interesting is for all the excitement of watching these rockets come to Earth and get caught and all these things, the real money has been in satellites, in the Starlink thing.
Yeah, 100%. It's estimated about $19 billion of revenue in 2025. Just about 13 of that, we think, came from Starlink. We'll get the IPO prospectus probably within about 2 weeks, Charles, so we'll have full clarity on what are the financials. We also know bringing XAI into space, that gave a little bit of a short-term loss, some digestion there. But again, you're looking at potentially a 75 times sales going to get that 1.75.
Over the weekend, there was talk of maybe Blackstone taking $5 billion. I mean, listen, we know this is going to be the hottest IPO ever, but it's a lot of money, $75 billion. Then maybe Blackstone would take $5 billion. Are you concerned, about the positioning, about being able to raise all of that money?
I think they're going to have no problem raising the money from investors. Right. Elon Musk, as we see with Tesla, you just get a premium because of his name. Obviously, to your point with Starlink, you have a real money maker with the Starlink.
They don't have to bring anything else in, Optimus or anything like that. You're happy with the way the company is structured right now?
Very much so. And then you also have TerraFab potentially coming online within a few years. So
let's talk about NVIDIA. It's the number one stock in your portfolio. 5% of it reporting after the bell. Now, I'm sure you're going to hold no matter what the number is. But what do you anticipate?
Yeah, I think you're just by the numbers, Charles. You're looking at a 40% year-over-year increase in revenue. They've increased revenue every quarter since Q3 2023. We're looking at a 43% increase in adjusted net income, going to go up from $23 billion to $43 billion, increase earnings per share 85%. So by the numbers, and I think one thing I would maybe disagree a little bit is I think the key for NVIDIA is it's a beneficiary to the CapEx spending of the hyperscalers. What did we get from the earnings results of the hyperscalers? The minimum was $600 billion of CapEx this year. Maybe now we're looking upwards of $700 billion. That's up from $250 billion 2 years ago, $443 billion in AI CapEx last year. So NVIDIA is a real downstream beneficiary of what's happening with the hyperscalers, and they're telling you they're going to keep spending.
And I think the great news, just adding to that, is that when they hiked these numbers, Wall Street liked it. A year ago, they hated it.
Yeah.
Well, where's the return on investment? Now, all of a sudden, Wall Street's like, yeah, we like it. We think it's the right thing. And I don't know. I think for the next few years, they'll keep hiking those numbers. I've seen estimates of $1 trillion. I
agree. And I think I love that you showed the chart of EWI, South Korea. You've got two of the other big beneficiaries, SK Hynix and Samsung. They're a bit extended, right? Just from a technical perspective, some of these semis are a little bit extended. That's why we like the diversified portfolio.
Speaking about diversified portfolios, just read that you guys bought some autonomous driving company, Neuro. And I saw recently, and I used it on a show, where of all the things happening in the fourth industrial revolution, it could be autonomous vehicles that have the biggest return.
I couldn't agree more. I think you're looking at, obviously, Waymo, Google, but certainly Neuro is going to be a competitor. There's a whole ecosystem outside of Google that these actually ex-Waymo executives led to the founding of Neuro.
So, listen, I know it's talking your book, but in your heart of hearts, investors come to you and they say, listen, how much longer can this go on? How much longer, sincerely, do you believe, occasional air pocket, occasional bump in the road, that this rally should be able to keep going?
I think to your point about what's happened with South Korea, it hit an air pocket. That's why our whole portfolio isn't in just those names. This is like an accordion. Different parts of the portfolio are going to play at, we talked about a few weeks ago about software really came down. Now that's actually one of the strengths of the portfolio. So we'll see that this kind of inner portfolio rotation take place over time. So we're big believers in the long game and the thesis. We don't disagree that some parts are going to be extended, way above the 50-day moving average. Right. Maybe we don't add to that now. Put it into some of the names that buy low.
Brendan, good stuff. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. All right, folks.